Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. The brackets are in, the concrete is curing, now it's time for some cleanup. Now that the brackets are in, he can't get back here with the skid steer anymore. So what I want to do, this stuff right here is clay. All I'm going to do is shovel the clay over to the back of the wall, just in a couple spots. I'm going to collect up some of these rocks. I'm going to use them elsewhere. And then when he adds more gravel to this, he can dump the gravel over the brackets and I can rake it level back here. I also need to get the tops of the blocks cleaned off. Kind of a mess here and over there. They are almost done with all the blocks, so I'm not sure when the blocks are going to be put in, but I should be able to get this clean to where it's not going to get messy again, and that should be ready to go as well. I also have to do something there and across the street. Over here, just this area right here, I have to get grass seed on this right away. This is the best time to grow grass seed, but we're approaching the end of that. It's now mid-September, and the cutoff for seeding grass is right about now. So I'm going to get this whole hillside right here seeded with Kentucky bluegrass. That'll stop erosion and massive amounts of weeds growing here until I can do something else with this area. Okay, this area right here, this is kind of the catch-all. All I'm going to do here, he's going to put this is the old foundation for the barn. And you can see it's 18 years old and it's just fine. No rot whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But all I'm going to do in this area is collect some of these rocks. Our dirt guy is going to be collecting some of this dirt for backfill behind the wall, and then once that's done, he's going to gather this dirt and get it like right behind this area, get this place as level as possible, as far as possible, and get it nice and smoothed off. Then I can plant some grass here. Hello, horses. Long time no see. They've been down in that pasture down there for, I don't know, 3 weeks now, and I really haven't seen these guys in a while. Hi, sweetheart, how you doing? I'll come talk to you in a little bit. So, right here, this is going to be a finished lawn. So I got to get in here and rake this and break up any clumps, and then, like right from here over, get this seeded as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get all of this done today, but I'm going to give it a try. I got to start in this area because I do believe the next work is either going to be adding gravel or putting these blocks on, so I need to be ready to go. looking pretty good. I'm trying to get all of this clay out of here. I don't want any clay in this area at all if I can help it. He's going to dump gravel here, and the gravel's going to go up to the level of these brackets here, and hopefully I'm going to get drainage coming through here and then down the hill. That's my hope. If I need to, I'll put in a French drain, but there's going to be a fair amount of water here. We have a roof that's going to drain here, and then everything that's coming behind these blocks will come out and have to go somewhere as well. I think it's going to drain all right, but if it doesn't, I may have to put in a drain. So this clay, if too much of that gets mixed in with this gravel, it's not going to drain anywhere near as good as if it's all gravel. So trying to get all the clay out. We just got news that Cindy's brother, they're on a boat on the Mississippi, and they're going to be docking in the town nearby at about 5 o'clock. So we're going to go out to dinner with them. So I got to hurry up and wrap up. As you can see, the rocks are all gone over there. The concrete's gone from here. I have a new pile of rocks. I collected all those rocks. Those are going to be used in landscaping later. So now, really all I need to do, this hillside is going to get planted in bluegrass, kind of right around here. This area back here, I'm going to plant oats back there, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. A lot of that's going to go out and go back into this yard soon, so I don't want to waste money on any expensive seed. And then I need to do a bit more work on the other side of the road, so I do believe I'm going to start there. I saved a couple samples of some of the clays here. There's a layer of bright green clay that's, I don't know, maybe a foot down. It's only about 6 inches of this green stuff. And this is the other clay we have around here, this brown clay. When any of these clays get wet, they expand pretty much, and we don't want that, but we also don't want it mixed in with the gravel, and it just plugs up the gravel, and the gravel doesn't drain anymore. We hope to have drainage right through the gravel through the whole distance of this. All right, let's get that stuff done across the street. Okay. Like I said, the window for planting grass this year is rapidly closing, and this area right here is going to remain lawn. So I really want to get this seeded right away so I have a head start on it next year. We're going to end up moving this rock right near the barn once that gets in its final position, and this area right here is going to be a lawn, and this area right here will be another block wall. Okay, I'm going to water this and the patch over here every day until it's established. And as soon as I get that patch seeded, I'll show you the patch that I started about a month ago. Okay, this area right here, kind of in an arc going like that, and over almost to the wall there, or probably to the wall. I'm just going to toss seeds, and whatever grows, grows. He's going to be taking stuff out of there to backfill the new orchard over here. So this is going to get trampled on, but we can't just leave it bare. And I don't want to throw like a temporary seed like oats or something on it. I'm going to throw a bluegrass seed on it, and we'll see what happens with this. We can always change it later. Once he takes the backfill out of that area right there and smooths it out, I'm going to be planting native grasses over there. So let's get this seeded real quick. Then I'll show you the patches over here that I seeded about a month ago. And I'll show you that gray water catchment pond. I got to go water that too, so we might as well take a look at that real quick. All right, I got this all seeded, and I had to go grab the shovel and get this all leveled off. But as soon as I did, this turkey made a nest right there. She hollowed out a spot. She's getting all defensive because it's her nest. I'm gonna have to come back here at some point and fill that back in. Turkeys. All right, let's go look at that grass up there, and then we'll get down by that gray water. Okay, this area and the area right over there, this was dirt from the hole over there, and this area right here is mostly clay. It's kind of hard to get stuff started in this, but we have a real good start here. There's some areas where it's not taking at all, and what I'm going to do is right before the first snow, I'm going to frost seed any areas that haven't started yet, and hopefully that stuff will take off in the spring. This area is the same type of soil. It's not the best soil in the world, but it's doing pretty good. This right here, this is bagged soil, bagged compost from Menards, and you can see it doesn't want to grow in that stuff. It wants to grow in the native soil here with the clay. Pretty interesting. But again, like that other patch, I'm going to come out here at the very end of the year, right before the first snow, and I'm just going to lightly seed the areas that don't have any grass, and hopefully over the winter that stuff will get down into cracks and stuff. It's called frost seeding. I have a video on it if you want to see that. But anyway, hopefully that stuff will sprout next spring, but I know I'll have to come up here in the spring and reseed again in any little areas that doesn't work on. But all in all, this is doing very well. And here is the catchment pond. I planted this, well, it's probably been a week now, and it looks like this foul manna grass is really catching on. I was kind of worried about that because it's getting so late in the year. This needs to set root and then go dormant before winter, and I think it's not going to have a problem. The very last thing to show you is the purple milkweed and what was that, Shenandoah grass. I think that's it. I have that planted down on the trail. Oh, I also planted blue grama down on the trail as well, off to the side. We'll go take a look at that, and then we'll sign off for today. All right, it is just beautiful down here. We have little blue stem growing along the sides. I'll give you a little tour after I show you this stuff. This is the little section that I refined, and what I did was cut into one side, move it to the other side, and that gives you a nice flat area to walk. Animals do the same thing. If they keep walking along a hillside, they'll cut into the ground and make a nice level trail to walk on. But if you make one yourself like this, the animals will start using it. I'll show you some of the stuff along the side of the trail real quick. That's little blue stem right there. It hasn't gone to seed yet. We got Canada rye. It's going to be kind of hard to look into the sun, but we have big blue stem. That's the really tall stuff over there. This is big blue stem right here. It's a younger one though. Canada rye right here. That's a cool season grass, and it's already gone to seed long ago. I planted the sides here with blue grama, And a lot of the younger grass here is probably blue grama, but I can't say for certain until it gets a little bigger. Yeah, big blue stem. There should be some, yeah, that's Indian grass right there with the golden top. I thought there was more of it here. Well, there might be. A lot of this stuff hasn't gone to seed yet, so it's kind of hard to tell what's what, especially between the Indian grass and the big blue stem. Okay, so purple milkweed. This is not looking good. This looks about the same as when I planted it. Something bit the top off of this one. Yeah, that one doesn't look too bad, other than that top being bitten off. I don't know what's with this stuff. It was on the endangered list for a while. Now it's not, but it's really, really hard to grow. I've tried for a few years. This was the first year that I got any to grow past seedling, and they may or may not make it. This is the Shenandoah switchgrass. This gets like a burgundy color in the spring, I believe. It's either burgundy or maybe it's nearly black. I can't remember. We'll find out pretty soon though. That is doing real good. All right, I'm gonna leave this water down here and water that stuff again tomorrow. It's been a little bit dry lately. All right, with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this video. If you want to see more of this stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.